Alright, hey, this is Hans yet again with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. Today we got one from Taiwan, and this is Wong and their artificial beef flavor from their Kung Fu range, and that's what we're doing today. It's a bowl. It doesn't say anything on the bowl. It just says Wong, Wong, all around. So that's what we got. And so we got that. Here's our noodle block. Here's our sauce bag. I think this is the company that calls it a sauce bag. Here is our... It's got cows on it, and it's a powder base. Here comes the cow powder. They'll put powder and vegetable in the same sachet, which I find to be fascinating. It's something they do in Taiwan. Don't see it as much. I'll say as much elsewhere, but some other places I do see it. Alright, so there's everything there. Boiling water to the... Do we have a line? Do we have a line? We have no line. So it's up to you how much liquid to add. That seems reasonable. It's floating it, so... And 3 minutes. I would be surprised if it... Yeah, see, that was almost a bad thing. So I got my phone right here, and I look at it, it's like, okay, and I turn it on, and I look back at it, and it's not moving, and I'm like, oh, but then I paused it, so, yeah. Yeah, no fill line. I really like to be told by a company how to prepare their product in the standard method, so... That would be helpful. So, like I mentioned the other day, got the arcade machine going and all that fun stuff, and then it occurred to me last night, well, I got this new arcade box in the arcade machine. Basically, you've got a monitor, you've got your controls, you've got a power supply, and then you've got like a computer or a main board. Generally, the main board will connect to everything and like make everything go and be happy. Well, I get these things called Pandora boxes, and that is basically like a bazillion games on one little thing. Well, I got the Pandora box 10th anniversary, came out vaguely recently as far as I know, and what you do, because I was thinking like, man, maybe this one will actually have Zookeeper on it, which is my favorite freaking game, right? Well, it didn't. And then it occurred to me, hey, maybe I can put games on it. Probably not, but I'll look it up. And then immediately I found from the Pandora team, who does a lot of videos about these things, a walkthrough on how to put your own games on the frickin' thing. So what you do is, it's got USB ports, you put a thumb drive in there after you've formatted it the way it mentions to do. And then after you do that, you take it, you plug it into the Pandora, and then let it sit there for maybe like a few seconds, and then take it out, put it back in your computer, and it's made all these folders. And they're folders that are for where to put different things. You know, you could put in like Nintendo games, or Super Nintendo games, or PlayStation, you know, just like there's a whole slew of them. Well, it'll also do what are called MAME ROMs. MAME is the Multi-Arcade Machine Emulator. And sure enough, I mean, I had Zookeeper on my computer that I was running, but I popped it onto that USB stick, plugged it back in, went to the bottom of the list of all the games that are on the thing. Sure enough, there's Zookeeper, and sure enough, it worked. So I've got Zookeeper on there, and I'm thrilled. That's about as happy as you're gonna see me. Totally thrilled about that. Alright, so this is done. We have a large glob of noodle and a liquid. So let's come over and have a look. So I've got this new, what do you call it? Monopod arm thing that the camera that you're watching this is on, and it's super stiff. Kind of irritating. Alright, cheers. Some broth. Not bad. I mean, it's a hint of heat. Not super thrilling. The last time when I reviewed this back in like 2011, it was during my fried egg on everything days. In fact, it wasn't just usually fried eggs. It was fried eggs and pickled ginger on everything. Yeah. I thought that was the way to go. Mainly just because I liked that. And I'll admit, that's really good. But it's just not, it is not the way. We're gonna take out some of this noodle because I really want to have the noodle and broth visible. So just know the final picture that you'll see of this stuff, usually it would have more noodle. Come on. Do the comb over. Come on. Sometimes the comb over works better than others. And we're going to use some, of course, Chinese sausage. Got another one of my marinated eggs. Slap, flurp. Do whatever noise you want to make to refer to what I'm doing here. If you make a noise while I cut the eggs, let me know in the comments, would you? That'd be really neat. That'd be a weird thing if you're making noises while I'm slicing eggs. Make noises all the time. It really doesn't bother me, and I think it's fascinating. Well, I shouldn't say that it doesn't bother me. Sometimes my kids, I'll tell you what, folks, they are really capable of making a lot of noise, and it does bother me, and I'm sure it bothers people in the local vicinity, and for that I'm very, very sorry. I really wish they wouldn't make so much noise. We ask them not to. Please don't make so much noise, children. But, you know, it's kind of a wasted effort because they just don't. They don't listen, man. They don't listen to me. They're very nice children, but they're very noisy. I think that's just the way of that. Some seeds. And I'm going to add some crushed red pepper in this happenstance. And yeah, there you go. You got an artificial beef noodle bowl. Pretty run-of-the-mill. It's not horrible. It's not great, but it's yeah. Okay, come on. Boy, I was like really stoked on this new arm thing. But not so much at this point. It's really being a freaking pain in the butt. And now, well, what do you do? So I will stop complaining and let Rotato do its holy duty. All right, well, thanks for watching. Yeah, the next one you're gonna see is a variety by JML. This is the Big Soup, Big Taste. It's a big old stewed beef one. And I think this one really should have 600 mils of water, so I'm gonna modify my water addition deal over here. And that should be about 100. So, anyways, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you, right there, you, enjoy me your noodles each and every day. Please like and subscribe. It really makes me happy and feel wonderful about the world. Have a good one. Bye-bye.